So I'm going to show you how you can add and remove an authentication oath to your users. And it's a mandatory, by the way, that you need to have an admin access to this one. Otherwise, you cannot make any changes. Now, for the security features of the Microsoft, you need to log into the Azure portal. So go into the portal.azure.com and you should be able to see this welcome page in here. So go into the directory section, but if you cannot see these blocks in here, you can just go into the more services. So we'll click on the view button in there, and then we'll go into the users to search for the user that we want to add an authentication oath or remove an authentication oath. By the way, I'm blurring some things in here because these are so confidential. Back to the tutorial. In order for you to add an authentication oath to your user, you just need to search the name of the user and then click on the user's name and then go into the area called authentication method. And by the way, we're not just limited to adding authentication method to the users. There's also super self-explanatory features in here for you to tweak. You can reset the password, revoke the session, and even see like the activity of this certain user. So I'm going to go into the authentication method, and then let's say we want to add authentication oath in here. So let me just refresh this one. Okay, authentication oath. Here's the authentication oath. So you just need to click this one, add authentication oath there, and then what would be if it is a mobile number and stuff. Or if you don't want to have any authentication feature thing, you can just remove and delete that method. You can also reset password and re-authenticate or re-register the authentication. If you don't want any authentication oath on that specific user, then feel free to revoke that. So yeah, hope that helps because I'm really having a hard time before to find this feature. That's why I decided to come up with a tutorial to help you walk through how the option to be found.